Hello. So, hi. This is my project where I have a data set which I did data ingestion using Kafka, and then from the Kafka topic, I have a consumer. The consumer pulls the data from Kafka topic after subscribing to the topic, and then it stores into databases. So I have a MongoDB as a non-relational database, and I have PostgreSQL for relational database. So in these two databases, the data is being stored, and from there I have done some very simple analysis on the data using Spark, certain functions of Spark. So here I'll go through first, like show you here. So this is my this is the code for my Kafka producer. As you can see, so here in this program, I have used the scanner to scan. So this is the file path for this is the file that I'm using, the CSV file, to pull the data and store it and send it to the Kafka topic channel one. The channel one Kafka topic I have created manually in Kafka, and it's and the data is being stored in the topic as per. So this while loop stores the data, and it's only store up to 1,000. So like that's the limit that I put in to ensure that this is being done and as quickly as possible. So we can also increase that. So this is the producer that generates the data and sends the data into this topic. Now, so as you can see that, so I have, so the Kafka is working on on port 9092. Then the serializer serializes the data, the value serializer. It serializes the data and then it sends it to Kafka. So this is the connection setup that is being done, and then this is where the data is fetched from the file, and this is where it's being stored. And I can show you. So here we can check the status. Kafka. So you can see Kafka is running, and then we can check the status of Zookeeper. Here Zookeeper is running, and you can also check I think local host 8000. This is, oh, that's from my Splunk. Okay. Local host 27017. That's MongoDB. Local host. That's okay. Spark is down. Okay. So let's see here what we have. So I'll run. Huh. So let's go to the test consumer. The consumer uh, is this one. This one subscribes to the topic channel underscore one, and then so I have used Spark session in designing this consumer, which will actually subscribe to the topic channel 1 and then pull the data from the topic, and then there is some cleaning on the data, and then I have defined each of the columns of the data that I want to be stored. And since, as you can remember, that this one pulls the data by row, so I have to save the data in the same way. So that's why it's designed this way. And then the data is being stored into um, SQL database, which is I'm using Postgres to store the data. So as you can see here, first a session is being created, subscribing to channel 1, and so Spark stores the data, like any data it pulls, it stores the data temporarily in its own database, and this is how it's stored in it. And here's the SQL table. So this is the command. It gets run on Postgres to do it, and then this is where it will show. So if you want to look at the Spark console, this is you can see the SQL table in Spark console. I'll show that when it runs. So here I am like storing the data uh, in like there's some cleaning of the data being done here, and then the storing of the data goes in here. So I have initialized each of the columns, and then the stored data is being stored. So okay, let's see, let's go. Select. So the table name is network. Start from network. So this is what I have. So there is 49 rows, but that was my older test document. But this is a different one. Let's see if this one works. This one will have more rows. Okay, that's a different one. Um, okay, that's the different one. Let's start runner. Okay, now I will start. So first I have to start the consumer. Exception in main. No such file or directory. Why? This is. Oh, okay. You see, I messed up one. Okay, now, yeah. So it's so as I have ran it for up to collect 1,000, so you can see it only ran up to thousands row. So this is the row count. Now let's see what's going on with the test consumer. So here you can see that the test consumer is storing the data in yeah, it's being done. We can stop both of them, and then we can see here. Okay, select star from 44, and then I just added the new set of rows. So you can see we'll have yeah, since we used the append function, it just added, and now it has like more than almost all the 1,000 entries, the new 1,000 entries that's being that we just added. So this is done here, and then we will move to our next one. So this is where I have done a very minor um, extremely minor analysis where we kind of counted, and so here you can see it connects. This is the connection step. This is from Postgres. So from here, from Postgres database, we got the table to Spark data, and then we kind of counted the number of entries. So pretty much, so I have this column, which is the protocol column. Here, this is the one TCP and UDP, and you can have only, like in my data set, I have only two types. There is one is UDP and one is TCP. So what it will do is it's finding out how many distinct number of distinct type of data that we have. So it will find out. So since there is only two, so there is only two distinct, and then it also does the count of the distinct rows under proto. And this is another one that does sorts the whole database as per duration, and then shows it. So you can see that as we run this. Yeah. The first number of distinct entries is 5. Distinct entries is, I think, in proto. Okay. Only showing top 20 rows. So as you can see, it just sorted the data. Um, So yeah, that's it. Thank you.